He really talked about how he just hasn't had the whole team at practice. And you don't realize, you look at the sideline and you need, significant numbers to run certain drills. When you don't have that, you're not getting those reps during the practice week.
Opening face-off, Williams, Jacob Angelis, and Garrett Degnan. Defensively for the Blue Jays, you can count on Jack Line and Jared Reinson. Owen McManus back there too. And the goalkeeper, a familiar name if you're a Buckeye fan, Josh Curson, former Ohio State Buckeye for several years. Played goalie, in fact, for 3 seasons.
Obviously, when you see the zone as an offense, you want to be patient. You don't want to take the first look that's there. Hopkins does a nice job of moving the ball, getting guys rotating. John Grant Jr., who's the offensive coordinator for Hopkins, is really preaching those guys, be patient, right? Don't just take the first look that's there. Work the ball around, make a team rotate, play defense. And
for Scott White, Buckeyes pull within 1, 2-1.
Procedure there.
No, bad procedure.
Yep.
So it's going to Johns Hopkins. Thought it was it not?
No, it's gonna. I think it was the guy Johns Hopkins for playing. Nice job there of getting to the island, getting himself enough space upfield so that when he rolled away, he had a really good angle. And he's a big body. He's not a small guy, right? So it's definitely gonna be tough to push him off the island for defenders. Occasion to look at. But a great job by the Hopkins offense, just staying patient, wearing the Ohio State defense down, using that full clock, and then taking advantage of it in the last second there.
4th goal of the year for Grimes. And it's now 3-2 Hopkins with 5:56 left in the first. Buckeyes pretty desperate for a face-off win, and they get it.
These kids back out here, representing their schools is a sight to see. And then obviously Ohio State opening up the game to fans is awesome. So that penalty is still going to stand. So Ohio State is actually still going to be man up because it was a 1-minute foul. So they actually, I guess they got a...
Ryan Terefenko, a co-captain. Dominique, obviously a captain in his time. When you watch him play, what stands out to you about his play on the field? Because we hear so much about, his involvement off the field, the way he, tried to almost serve as a player coach in the time when he was on the sideline, his leadership traits. That stuff we late in the first quarter, 2:53 in this opening stands up. And after a bad start, both in terms of the scoreboard, but also, frankly, possession and aggressiveness.
Great job by Justin there.
Buckeyes have definitely played with a little more authority here in Ohio State.
Trusting your coach and seeing things work. Obviously, it worked out for him.
Johns Hopkins in need of a face-off win in the worst way. They get it. Quick step-down shot. Start of the second quarter from the Horseshoe on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon, with Ohio State out front of Hopkins, 6-3. Former Buckeye captain Dominique Alexander alongside me. I'm Brendan Gulick. Glad to have you on board. This is going to be I don't want to call it a packed house, but next Saturday, there's going to be 20% capacity, or at least close to it, with just under 20,000.
Those things that sometimes go unnoticed. I'm sure the Ohio State coaching staff will make a point of that in film to show, like, hey, this play happened because of this. And that's why we're able to get, this goal here and get this 4-goal lead now.
Blue Jays pick it up.
In some of these games, whether they're, end up being blowouts or whether they end up being close games.
6th goal of the season for Jackson Reed. And the Buckeyes balloon their advantage now to 5. Buckeyes got called.
Offensively, you want to get to the middle of the field because then that gives you the whole entire goal to aim at. You can see the entire defense, see the entire offense, and so many more options are going to open up for you.
Degnan now with a team best 14-game point scoring streak with that goal, his 11th of the season.
A hot goalie, and even though you're getting opportunities, right? Obviously, you got to beat the goaltender. And I'm sure they worked on their shooting. They, probably watched film. They worked on various drills during the week to make sure that when they got their opportunities, they're putting the ball past Kirsten here on today. And so far, it's worked out right. 9 goals in the first half. That's a really good job right now by the Ohio State offense.
Maryland and Michigan played today at 1 o'clock. Rutgers and Penn State, 12 noon. That game's in University Park.
Just really patient, kind of utilizing the net to his advantage, almost using it as a pick. he gains that step top side and then does a good job of continuing his feet, moving upfield, right, to increase his angle and score that goal.
We're referencing that Johns Hopkins has obviously played for a long time, but their series history against Ohio State, much more brief. This is the 26th.
Off the turf weird, or it skipped off the Hopkins defender and went in, but ball goes in. Stat sheet doesn't say how it went in, it just has a tally next to your name, so I'm sure that Reed will take it.
Well, Jackson Reed having perhaps his best game of the season so far. He's got 8 goals this year, including 3 in the first half today.
Get on his hands to prevent that from happening. Turn him into a feeder instead of letting him get a full head of steam and become a shooter.
Ohio State wins a face-off. This is Inacio. To your point about the depth and talent the Buckeyes,
which means getting over to the middle of the field opens up so many different options. It causes confusion for the defense, and then it allows the ball carrier to see the options they have on offense. And the ball carrier for Johns Hopkins does a great job of handling pressure.
In what has been kind of an interesting game so far, pretty competitive. Buckeyes dominated for a good chunk of that first half, but quick start and quick finish helped Johns Hopkins keep very much a part of this game, including that goal with just 5.5 seconds left.
Yeah, and that goal came off GBs, and you know, on the road here, you create your own energy and you got a little momentum going. So we'll see if they can ride this wave.
I beg your pardon. It was Cole Williams that scored 14, not 34. I thought it was a little odd that Brandon Scherr, who's a defender, would be all the way up on the attack. And it is.
That's a huge goal for Hopkins. Obviously, cutting that lead down to 1. They've had the momentum this entire third quarter. Hop State has looked out of sorts on offense, has looked out of sorts on defense, and they're just taking advantage of that right now.
This game statistically is almost dead even. Buckeyes lead 10-9, each team 27 shots. Ohio State has taken 1 more shot on goal, and we are now level at 10 apiece. So after Peshko scores his first 10, 5:42 left third quarter on Big Ten Network Plus. Dominique, this was a 10-5 game in favor of the Buckeyes, but things have not gone well lately. Where do you think Hopkins has been better?
In everything, honestly. I mean, as you can see them, you know, they just rode the ball back there. I don't want to push a guy into the goalie and cause injury to your goalie. So utilizing that little bit of space he had to score and get him Ohio State back on the board and get back on the lead.
Jack Myers with his 25th goal of the season, his 3rd of the game. So Reed, Myers, and Terefenko all with hat tricks for the Buckeyes, who win this face-off. Ohio State has capitalized. It's the start of the fourth quarter on Big Ten Network Plus. Ohio State 11, Hopkins 10. The Buckeyes win the face-off. So a 4-goal game for Jackson Reed. 5 coming in on the season, but 4 today. Johnny Wiseman picks up the assist. Buckeyes lead 12-10 in the first minute here of this fourth quarter. By the way, while we have a quick second, but a big congratulations to the Alexander family.
Yeah.
A nearly 4-month-old.
Yeah.
Ada Marie.
Ada Marie, 4 months as of yesterday.
All right.
So she's born on December 9th. Early in the game, Hopkins did a great job of neutralizing Trey. Obviously, it was a focus. It's a focus of every team who plays Ohio State. But because other guys like Terefenko, Reed, Myers, right, were contributing early on, at the end of the day, right, you end up losing someone like Trey off ball because you now have to factor in all these other guys who are making plays. So great job by the Ohio State offense just to stay patient. Puckett did a nice job of finding, you know, obviously one of the best shooters in Ohio State history.
Illegal procedure on Hopkins, and so the Buckeyes will take it.
We have plenty of time left. Let's not go crazy and try and get the home run pass right away or play hero ball and do everything yourself. Just keep doing what's been working, and then you'll be fine. And as you can see, right, Hopkins local products from the Olentangy area.
Ohio State goal, 22, Johnny Wiseman. His 8th goal of the season, unassisted.
Well, on top of the fact that Wiseman scores his 8th goal of the season, it comes at a crucial spot.
Yeah.
Buckeyes now go up by 3 with 3:55 to play. Remember, this game was tied at 10. And after Hopkins did all that work to get it back from being down 10-5 to tie it at 10, it's now 14-11 Buckeyes.
Oh, this might be a costly mistake here for Hopkins. I didn't see the guy come. It was, you know, the play on was called off because Ohio State had the ball, which is essentially the point of that rule. So Coach Myers is probably saying that they should have got it, blown it dead.